Hey y'all, it's Hallie. Right now, I will be going into my last semester of my senior year of college. 4 years ago, I could have done with some senior advice of the do's and the don'ts your freshman year of college. You high school seniors, maybe you juniors, I'm here to help you out from a senior to a soon-to-be freshman in college. Let's start with the do's, since I feel like those are kind of easier to do than the don'ts. Do, study ahead. I really struggle with this, and I can tell you that I probably would have done even better in college if I had actually studied ahead. This isn't high school where you can study for a test or a quiz the night or maybe 2 nights before and make an A and maintain an A average. No. College is so condensed and so packed in such a small amount of time that you have to start weeks and weeks ahead studying for an exam. Thank God I never had these tests, but a lot of my friends had like only essay question tests. Can't bullshit that. Do get involved. I cannot stress how important this is. I joined a sorority. I also did a program that lumped me in with other students doing that same program. It was kind of like our own little niche. Had I not joined my sorority and had I not done BSP, I would not know all the people I know. Doing that gave me an in immediately. I'm a very social person, but I'm a very shy person. And had I not joined these organizations, I probably wouldn't have friends in college. And if you're like me or worse, you really need to put yourself out there. And if you don't do that, you'll go through college miserable. And if you don't make yourself make friends, it's just gonna be really hard on you. So do your future self a favor, go through recruitment, go to that meeting that interests you, join whatever, go study abroad and do all those things, because that's really how you're gonna make your friends in college. The last, do take care of yourself. You need to realize when studying every night till 4 in the morning isn't that good for your health, when you need sleep. Don't binge drink every single day. Just because you're in college now and college towns have bars and maybe you're legal to drink now doesn't mean you have to go out every night. Learn how to cook healthy food. Don't always go get fast food just because it's convenient and $5. Why do you think the freshman 15 is a thing? Because poor nutrition and alcohol. Notice when you're having mental health issues. There is, at least at my school, there's a counseling center. Use that. Go to the gym. I had a gym that my tuition paid for. Use it. That's all I'm gonna say on that one. All right, moving on into the don'ts. I might get a little sassy. I don't mean to. I'm just trying to drive it home, you know? Don't be that freshman throwing up in the bar. I remember my first night out as a freshman, and there was this kid who literally was just like, he was throwing up on the sidewalk. This one time I looked over and this girl is just walking, stops, throws up in the middle of the bar, and keeps walking. At that point, you need to know that it's time to go home. The second you start to feel like that, and you know when you feel like that, go home. Nobody likes to see a sloppy freshman. It ain't cute. 2. This is when I might get a little sassy. If you work through college and you pay your car, phone, whatever, that's really great, and I applaud you, because a lot of people can't do that. But don't think you're better than the people who have their parents helping them, because that was me. Put all my focus and all my efforts into college and making good grades and getting my degree so I could get a good job, so I could get a good salary to then support myself for the rest of my life. They found that more important than me working a waitressing job where you make $2.15 an hour plus tips if you get any. I'm not saying that what they're doing is wrong or what you're doing is wrong. I'm just saying don't be that person who thinks you're better than the other just because your parents are or are not financially supporting you still in college, because you're not a grown-up in college yet. I might be 22 years old and that's an adult, but like unless I have a steady paying job, yeah, I still need my parents' help, and that's not a pride thing. That's just a real life thing. And the last don't, and this is another important thing that I want to stress because I know people who've done this and I think they really struggled. And I really struggled my freshman year. I was having a hard time my freshman year adapting. Don't go home every weekend, or don't go visit your best friend at another school. You need time alone to realize that you can be alone and it be all right. And if you go away every weekend, you're not staying at your school to make friends. And I know you'll miss your family and your boyfriend and your best friend when you all move away from each other, and it's gonna be hard. But it gets easier the more you practice not giving into it. I went home a lot my freshman year because I was very, very homesick. By the time junior year or maybe halfway through sophomore year, when that rolled around, I was able to stay at school and not be like, oh my God, I just want to be home right now with mom and dad and the boys and my dog and my cat and my bed and my room. Once you graduate and you get a job and you move away on your own, you're gonna have something keeping you there. You're not gonna be able to go home anymore. The only way to be okay with that is not leaving every weekend. But I wouldn't be able to be right now today in Washington, D.C. if I hadn't practiced through the last 4 years of staying at my school and spending maybe a whole weekend by myself not doing anything. But like, you have to be okay with being by yourself for your future's sake. But I really hope that coming from a senior, somebody who's done this and is almost done with college, that A, you can survive, and B, I hope these tips really helped you. Hearing it from somebody who's a real person and not just some like textbook do's and don'ts of college. In just a few months, you are going to meet people you didn't even know existed. I just hope that if you do it right, you'll look back and not think, I hated college. And if you do these things, I'm sure it'll help you a lot better than not doing these things. I'm gonna stop rambling now. I'll see y'all later. Again, I've written them down so I don't forget. Go to the